For decades, sports prediction has been all about trust. You know, trust in the expert, the guru, that one person who just feels the game. But now, that human intuition is up against a new challenger, one that's cold, calculating, and ridiculously efficient: the algorithm. And this sets up a huge question for the future of forecasting. So this is the big one. In the high-stakes world of prediction, where do we actually place our trust? Do we go with the seasoned expert, the person with decades of experience under their belt? Or do we bet on the machine that can crunch limitless data? It really is a battle for the future of forecasting. Okay, to really understand this whole conflict, let's properly introduce the two contenders. In one corner, you've got centuries of human insight and tradition. And in the other, well, you have the raw, brute force processing power of next-generation predictive analytics. This chart here really just breaks it all down, doesn't it? I mean, the guru is all about gut feeling, wading through what we call human chaos to find that hidden story. The algorithm, though, it couldn't be more different. It's running on probability models, chewing through big data to find pure logic and patterns. We're talking about two completely different worlds. So let's start with the classic champion, the human element. Because for as long as there have been games, you can bet there have been gurus trying to predict them. And this really gets to the heart of why people trust a human expert. See, they're not just looking for a number. They want the story. They want the why behind the prediction. The guru gives you that narrative, that little bit of insight that pure data just, well, it often misses.
And that brings up a really crucial limitation, you know. A predictive model is only as good as the data you feed it, which begs the question, what about all the stuff we can't easily measure?
And this is exactly where the guru shines. They see all that messy human chaos. A public blow-up between a manager and a star player, a subtle limp somebody has during warm-ups, the insane pressure of a rivalry game, or what it feels like to play in front of thousands of screaming, hostile fans. An algorithm, it really struggles to put a number on that.
Just think about this example for a second. The machine gives you a cold hard statistic. Player A averages 0.7 goals per game. Simple. But the human? The human gives you the context. He hasn't scored a single goal in this stadium since his father passed away. That's the powerful, emotional story that can change everything. A factor that raw numbers just can't see.
So let's switch gears and head to the other side of the ring. It's time to see how the challenger builds its case. Enter the algorithm, and believe me, it is a formidable opponent.
The first thing you have to wrap your head around is the sheer scale. It's just staggering. We're not talking about a simple spreadsheet here. These systems are swallowing millions of data points, constantly updating, constantly learning, all in real time. That kind of processing power is something no human can even come close to matching.
And the type of data it's crunching is just exhaustive. We're talking player fatigue levels, deep historical matchups, weather forecasts, how far a team had to travel, and even the booking tendencies of a specific referee. I mean, it leaves no quantifiable stone unturned.
So from a business point of view, you can totally see the appeal, right? The algorithm is basically a dream employee. It's predictable, you can scale it up infinitely, it manages financial risk incredibly well, and hey, it never asks for a day off. It is the engine of efficiency.
So who wins? The guru or the algorithm?
Well, this is where the story takes a really fascinating turn. Because this whole battle, it's actually creating a brand new reality. It's not about one of them winning, it's about them forming a powerful alliance.
And this is the key takeaway. The smartest people in this game aren't picking a side. They realize that human versus machine is completely the wrong way to look at this. Instead, they're merging them into something way more powerful than either one could ever be alone.
This whole process is called the synthesis model. And here's how it works. First, the algorithm does all the heavy lifting, runs through millions of data points to set the baseline odds. Then, the human guru steps in to analyze that output, looking for context, finding those hidden stories the machine missed. The result? A uniquely powerful prediction.
And really, this is the future. It's all about using the human brain with all of its passion and experience, not to compete with the machine, but to correct and validate its incredible power. Basically, each one covers the other's blind spots.
So the next time you have to make a prediction, think about this whole synthesis idea. When it really comes down to it, are you going to rely on the cold, hard logic of the numbers, or that passionate gut instinct that sees the story behind them? You know, maybe the real answer is a little bit of both.